per freaking Tomb King guy. Yeah, cursing all of those stone horns was really useful. It's the problem with the ogres, though, is, like, if you run into people that can beat you, then you basically have, like, no options, right? The ogres are all just, like, they're just a right-click faction. But the second, if you run into an enemy faction that can go toe-to-toe with you, you basically just get pooped on, because it's like, okay, what do? You have build another army that's exactly the same? Gotta turn back your house, normal sleep hours, but alas. Yeah, like a single Tomb King DLC, I think would make them, like, ridiculously strong. Like, they're still, like, able to go toe-to-toe with some of the best factions in the game.
I forgot some
even in tournaments, provided the person knows what they're doing.
No! Fairlight keeps chasing down my artillery!
Are they one of the best factions in this game? Heck no. But the fact that they're, like, right on the edge there, just imagine if they got, like, any update whatsoever in the last freaking, like, 5 years. I exaggerate, but still, yeah. Since release.
You can just not attack that throw was going on the
I mean, they have received, like, tiny updates. Like, a couple of tiny updates that have been helpful, but still.
On his own?
He did, yeah. For 4 more seconds.
So, in multiplayer, they're about a 50-50 faction, essentially. Provided the player knows what they're doing with them. And pretty much only people that know what they're doing play Tomb King, so there's that as well, right? Tomb King Norse gonna make the Matic tell the story about the Norse Castle. Yeah, that would be awesome. Honestly, if they did a Tomb
But
King
the crushers,
Norse
you gotta
patch
try and, like,
to like
isolate
update both factions,
like the
that'd
dinos
be freaking.
and just have one crusher attack one dino.
I'd be so happy.
Because they like
two of my favorite
got some
factions.
animation bullshit going on that makes them awful when they clump.
Hopefully,
Anyways, I could probably zoom in on this stuff, right? And I have really smooth frame rates now.
Yeah, this means dinos take no damage. Or he's just super healing on the other. That deer is sort of paying me.
You got netted again.
Look at those spell effects.
He netted me again, dude.
the net and the swords kind of hilarious.
They need to redo Tomb Kings like they redid Vampire accounts.
I move now.
Well, the problem with the redo of the Vampire accounts is they're having to redo of the Vampire accounts at this point. It was definitely an upgrade, but the Vampire accounts are still lagging behind.
Runners, huh?
The hell is shooting this crusher? Damn, alright, we're dead. Shit.
Bomb Justice losing control of his units. Come on, Bomb Justice, get your shit together. What are these crushers doing? What are these crushers doing?
Netted me again, bro.
You like nets? Got nets.
Grapes.
There they go. But yeah, the Tomb Kings could use a little bit of love. They don't need a ton of stuff, honestly, but it'd be cool to get some more units and like a little bit of rework on them. And then Norska needs to get like
Yeah, I think I needed specifically man-eaters with great weapons
fixed
to beat
again
this army.
a bit. Well, for one, they need to get their freaking
Crushers
monster
just are
hunts
not,
functioning.
like, something's wrong with them with dueling, man. Like, they should be eating this army alive, and they're just not doing any fucking damage.
Ogres, yo.
there's the red.
The big lizard
The
is too
army
big.
that got a love in Total War Warhammer 2 was
Who's that?
Skaven. Oh yeah, honestly, Lizardman got
Yeah.
a lot of love too. Like Skaven and Lizardman just got like all the units and lords. It was crazy.
You have
I like Lizardman a
anti-infantry
lot,
dinos
obviously,
versus, like
but
large anti-large crushers. And I bet you
GG,
those
no
crushers
re,
didn't
outskilled,
do-
outplayed.
I bet you those crushers didn't do more than like
Good
10k.
thing. It's a good thing we split comps.
You think they did 10k? I don't think they did.
No, I
anywhere
said
near
I
that.
don't think they did.
Lizardmen need a
10K.
redo as well. Honestly, I mean,
They didn't
Lizardmen
even
do what
have
they
that.
do pretty well, which is basically just right click
the one
into
crusher
people.
with like almost all of its
But-
health only did
I
be like
see.
4,000.
They are not like
You
a
gave 'em to
particularly
me since
interesting
blame
faction
me
in a
for-
lot of ways.
I
because of that.
told
Unless you build,
that
like,
they're
skink
shit when
armies or
they're
something.
blocked.
For sure.
And they
Oh,
are.
yeah,
they
geomatic
don't-
web
They
needs
just
to
don't
fix,
hit
for
stuff.
sure.
I
That's
don't get
useless.
it.
Just too big. Should have been Bretonians.
Oh, see, you're supposed to charge the shot cav. Silly.
Bomb just
Alright,
at one
well,
point I
you-
was
you-
like, I'm gonna drop Comet of Cassandra on him, and he's like, that's stupid, they're ogres, there's not enough of them. I'm like, that's my only offensive spell.
Their armies and lords are fine. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of little like campaign mechanic things.
But next time he'll give you
like
night vision.
Oxyotl was really cool.
I love
right?
Would have mattered.
I love how I say that's probably not the best.
Mazamundi needs
He
a rework.
immediately reinterprets it as that's stupid. Taking everything I say and escalating
fair.
it to the most extreme
Yeah.
possible phrasing.
Oxy and Tanawin are great. Yeah.
On that
Honestly,
topic,
Tic Tac's
I think
not bad either.
Fairlight
He
had
could
a
use a
great
little
idea
bit
when he told
more
me to attack
tweaking
you.
just to make
That
him
was,
slightly more
excellent
interesting,
planning.
but like
And,
he's actually pretty
definite
good.
plus one that idea.
Speaking of escalating things to their extreme, I said a fight between these two would be neat. Oh, attack right now, you say?
Man, I was doing a whole lot of nothing right there, man. My schedule was open. Oh, good news, Bomb. Just you leveled up my Nemesis crown.
Wow.
I've never seen this screen before.
New.
Yeah, well, not. You're all gonna be sorry now because Raponce is building an outpost in my territory.
All right, pretty sure I have to sit out the final battle. So let me see your boats and stuff. Let's do it.
Boats and
Wait
stuff,
till
boats
next
and
turn, I
stuff.
think. I can't quite get there. I think, I was like, you gotta give him a better name, Fairlight.
Wait, what's happening?
We come again with another army!
I'm here to see boats.
What the heck?
Wait, you can't
They
retreat.
they just watched us fight for 30 minutes. So let them have a chance.
Just not him.
Fine, I finally got to eat.
Over tyrant races, go to.
I don't know why, but after the battle and after Bombdus's attempted battle just then, both times my map flipped upside down, and then I had to turn it around.
Oh yeah, the camera tweaks out.
First things first, you gotta discombobulate your opponent.
You definitely just did that.
Discombobulate.
Yeah.
Discombobulate. Discombobulate. Discombobulate.
Now there's a new
Muck
level
it.
of cheese.
Muck-
You like?
Do you remember the Do you remember the Sherlock Holmes movies?
I have seen the meme of spamming discombobulate, if that's what you're getting at.
Yes.
Hey, Quest, how's it going?
That's
Yes,
all
it
I
is
need
wonderful.
to know. I just need to make sure you've
Why?
seen it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
What were you saying, Space Goon?
Oh, I was gonna say a new level of cheese. You just like click on somebody with a random lord, and then like retreat, and their camera freaks out, and then you click on somebody someplace else before they can respond.
That is some next levels scummy PvP tactic.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
I bounced your camera back and forth. What are you gonna do?
That reminds me, I don't know if
Crashed
you've
it,
ever
man.
watched him. Grubby, Warcraft 3 player.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched him fight people, and the other guy started being really toxic, and so the Grubby started doing something like attacking him, and then like pausing and unpausing the game rapidly when he knew the other guy needed to micro, so it kept screwing up his inputs.
Kind of like, here.
Fantastic.
Like making it so the other guy couldn't town portal his hero out before it died.
Yes.
I aspire to this
Find
level of
me
toxic.
The thrall who is to blame.
Are we ending turn before this happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any more
Oh, okay.
movement. I'm just waiting.
Fairly, you gotta give the admiral a better name than that.
Expert in innovation.
Wait, what is this pop up?
I like how he's
Oh, it's
acquired
okay.
all these freaking like blue items as well. He's level 4 guy. He's like, here, have all these ancient artifacts.
What, this
Don't
guy?
mind if I do.
Deep sec. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Come
alright,
on.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. What are these fucking names? Yeah. What are these? Wet and ready. Get rammed.
So is he gonna get his arm cut off, his eye poked out? Is that what's gonna happen?
I'm about to get run over by ships. Okay, I needed some lore appropriate names for the occasion.
Click and turn.
My bad.
Fiction.
It's so refreshing hearing Fairlight say that, and I do mean that with all my heart.
I feel like that was ended earlier than that was.
This whole campaign's been a learning experience. Like, next time, I just need to let Muck die on turn 25. Then I don't have to listen to
I
him
would have been
complain.
okay with that. I would
I
have
don't
had a
have to listen to-
glorious Nishi battle.
I wouldn't have to listen to him complain for 60 turns straight afterwards.
All right, that just depends whether you mute me on Discord or not.
Muck whining.
New emote coming soon. People in my chat, wait, did Fairlight say end turn?
they're not used to
They've
watching
never
a
heard
streamer.
this.
They're not used to watching a streamer who actually has units and a civilization to manage. Although, for what it's worth, I got to have the shoe on the other foot yesterday, or was it the day before, when I tried playing Hearts of Iron with Burke for the first time ever.
Oh yeah, I watched a little of that.
Because he was a massive superpower, and I was like, he was like, all right, I'm moving my 40 battalions into position, and I'm like, I'm moving my 3 into position.
Oh look, Boris is back.
A moose is back.
The Undertaker from the top rope. And he
And failed.
The Undertaker hurt
the
itself. It's
choke
confusion.
slam.
The Undertaker doesn't. Bro.
The Royal Navy has arrived.
All right, easy. Auto result. Damn. I was hoping to seduce a ship. I can't.
Are they too expensive? Are they too expensive to seduce?
Yeah.
Captain, it looks like shore leaves just around the corner.
It's
What is
spring break.
this? Is this intentional?
Yes.
Yes, this is the Royal Navy versus a million Slanesh soldiers.
I want to be a boat. Fuck you, teammate.
Wait,
I am a
is
boat.
Rita? Is Rita's playing all by herself with the party?
I mean, I'm not doing much.
I
I'm just
brought-
sitting there like.
That's true. That's
She's
true.
the job.
She's
I-
just got an
I-
A-click.
I brought extra boats to hand to people.
6 boats.
I
but
wasn't
only
expecting-
5 can play.
Well, I wasn't expecting fiction on my team. I thought you would be helping Rita manage her 40 units.
Jokes
behind
on
Oh,
enemy
you.
dude, you brought a life. Life mage is cheating.
We're gonna heal the boats?
I even specifically chose Loras without magic.
Just there to commune with the
no
boats.
way. The Marauders are already probably gonna lose without healing.
Oh, the game says decisive defeat.
Hello, teammate.
I lost my
Yeah.
victory chance right there.
Oh wow.
Do you have the
look-
Regiment of Renown one?
Yes.
No, never mind.
Can I rename
Dude, this thing
these?
is held together with duct tape
You can rename
and
them on the
prayers.
campaign map, not on
Click the insert
yeah, I'm
key.
pretty sure.
All right, here we go.
I've never
Let's
seen
see.
these.
Fiction, you are in charge
I am a
of the
boat.
Eastern Fleet. Bond
Fleet. Both
assist
of them
him,
fleet.
assist
first
him
person.
with the fleet.
This is
Muck,
the Pacific Attack Group.
you are now the commander of the Atlantic Fleet. Here you
Yes,
Yeah, I
the
feel like the
USS
animation
Enterprise.
Okay, so
Mine's
of
Bodhi
the
with
boats
both
is gonna
guys.
completely tweak out
Okay,
all these
so if you've
marauders,
never
and they're
used
just
the
gonna
boats before,
lose.
just like a quick crash course. They have a
Click
forward
abandoned
face.
ship.
Yes. Just die instantly. They have a forward-facing cannon. And then they have broadside
the cannon.
guns.
Like, where the heck's the
I'm
cannon?
pretty sure
on
the
this thing?
broadside guns never run out of ammo. It's just like having a unit of riflemen pointing in each direction.
I'm
But
glad that
when
we
the
can
enemy gets
view
in your
the
face,
dicks
you
of
have
the
to
guys
move,
shooting
like,
the cannon.
parallel to them, so you're shooting out the sides like a
Dick
ship.
cam activate.
But if they're far away, you can just point at them directly like a cannon. So basically,
this
just blast them.
range?
It's a cannon. It's actually short range. Like the Empire cannons actually are 440. These things are only 340.
Why is 405? Oh, no, that's not looking at the damage.
So it's like a shorter range than normal cannon.
Full power, 100% more acceleration, but lower turn speed.
Oh,
You'll
my
have
boat I
to
was
have
looking
your
at disappeared.
boats like cover each other because if they get surrounded, they can only shoot
Deck
left and right.
hands.
Remember, so the other boats have
Dick
to
hands.
position in such a way to cover each other's. Not cover the flanks. The flanks are fine. It's you got to cover the front and back.
Maybe we just make a wagon circle.
Yeah, we just make a circle. just
Wagon,
keep-
a wagon
just-
for it.
Here's the plan, boys. we just do this.
Yes.
No wonder
Go back
so why
and
everything
forth.
lags
All
so
right,
much.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, I was memeing! I was making the wagon circle!
It's okay. They're relatively quick. You can regroup them. Probably well
No,
before
it was.
the Marauders.
I was doing it with Bombus' unit.
Freaking bells dinging.
Watch out for that Marauder unit.
Oh no, a Marauder?
I don't see him. Location, please.
Oh, he's on ping?
One Marauder sighted. Thank you.
I wanna switch that from
Oh,
hit
man.
the juice.
Did it
Just
do damage when
lives
you like
out.
ran over them?
Hell yeah.
What is the
Most
math?
of my damage.
6,000.
It's a big ass
Yeah.
pyramid.
This is one of them moments. Catch a ride.
I will also try this button.
So it's got abandoned ship. It's got full power. Oh yeah.
Sir, there's Marauder
Goes
stuck in my
stupid
wheels.
fast.
That's a little
If the blood and guts start to muck up the wheels, just send the engineers down there.
Oh.
I'm charging my legs slower. I'm about to crush.
Dude, if I were a Marauder, I'd be screaming, "This is bullshit!" the whole time. Forget my commanding officer making me chase boats around.
Yeah, even if the boats get caught, they're freaking.
Okay.
Even if the boats get caught, their freaking animations are so
platforms.
freaking broken that it's hard for anything to hit them.
What was the mass on the Shredder of Lustria again?
It's like
Shredder? I don't know
12,000
if we
something.
checked. Masamudi was like 5,500 with now.
The boats were 6,000.
Junkie.
Oh shit, 16 seconds until Marauder reinforcements.
Oh no! They're wearing us down.
The wheels on the boat go round and round. Wait.
Are you... I don't know about the whole thing with the side guns don't take ammo, because we've just been running around the whole time. The ammo's going down.
It's because the cannons are shooting.
Yeah, the cannon on the front's also firing.
Oh wait, does the front one fire while moving? I thought it would not.
Oh yeah.
No, I think if your thing says fire while it's moving, anything shoots.
All right, here comes everyone else. Let's go, boys.
I'm lagging!
Not in the trees. This is our bowl of fun.
Poor Marauders. Just getting
that's
styled on by
chunky group
boats.
right there.
Hard to port! Which way's port?
Yeah, you hear that
Same as the
crunch?
sea.
Don't even boat face, no!
God damn. I might actually play Empire for once.
Ah.
Sit at home, do nothing else until you get boats.
I can't wait to watch this back on stream.
All they need to do is add an Empire Horde faction, dude.
Hey, you know what? They probably will. The sad part. They're like, hey, you know what? We've given them these boats. We should make an engineer lord that gets a boat mount, and then we can give them a horde building.
Yep. They call him Todd Tadakai Takaisen.
Tadakai Takaisen.
Hey,
We
one
need
of
to
my
get-
boats is
we need to
half
get
health.
Toddy.
They can take damage.
This is such an
This
annoying
is possible.
unit. This disgusts me.
No,
That's
don't worry,
175.
guys. I think my leadership's going to. Oh, they're unbreakable. Never mind.
Before they,
Can't tell who's chasing who,
This is
right?
why I wanted.
Oh, I'm hitting the steam.
This is why I wanted Grom to punch his castle so I could start training these.
imagine Grum the Launch with his chariot buffs on these guys.
You know what would be really, really hilarious?
This?
If these mechanical boat units could for some reason be healed by a life wizard.
Alright, what we clumping?
It would make absolutely no sense if a boat could be healed by magic,
know,
You
right?
just need Masamune with map-wide apotheosis.
You know,
in
if
the-
I
with these
crush
boats.
any more Marauders, I think it might no longer be a land ship because of all the blood on the ground.
I feel like we need double speed for this.
Sure. Maybe not triple, but definitely.
They're chasing my life wizard. He's got to leave.
Get out of here! Get out of here,
He's
you! Get out of here!
Oh, excuse me.
Wait, Rita's in here listening to our secret comms? Rita, what are you doing?
Run
so
over
lucky.
that guy!
He knows
Quick,
our
use your boat
strategies.
to do boat stuff.
One Marauder guy like, oh man, come on, come here.
It's all over now.
It's all
I do enjoy how when boats first came out, like
ogres on boats.
the general
Next.
consensus was boats
Casting
are
my
boats are like,
favorite
Ogres
"Ugh,"
are coming.
and then everybody realized the freaking animations were all buggy on them, and that they
Man, I thought
Freaking
Iron
just-
Blast was
Dude, look at this mob
did
chasing
like a
this boat.
stupid amount of damage.
They got mad
This
because I
is
just ran
literally
over
just
all
an
of them.
Iron Blaster that can defend itself with more health.
I got 14 more bullets.
Only 14 more giant
I have
cannonballs.
a plan. We're gonna throw bodies at them till they're out of ammo.
Chaos
Freaking
warriors.
skirmishing artillery,
Oh, I forgot their cast words.
skirmishing chariot
That's not
artillery.
these many.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get the rear charge for this.
I tried to replace them with Marauders. When possible.
I told my life wizard to retreat off the field. I think you're actually preventing him from leaving. There he goes, finally.
They'll decide randomly if you hit the retreat button, they'll just decide, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm fighting.
I just ran through 4 companies.
Oh, Admiral Nelson. How about the Lord?
All the shit
They're
that was
like,
dinging.
why didn't you bring one of those heroes that can cast reload?
I did. Who needs ammo?
We need more bullets, Captain.
Everybody. Well, this guy.
One of those land ships looks like it decided, you know, fuck everyone else.
I'm absolutely not
Going
seeing
for
my side guns
Sojourn.
firing right now.
Ooh, ass.
Just getting
Pretty
big run up on
sure
me.
I'm out of ammo for all guns.
I think I'm just gonna cue a circle around the map and go to the bathroom real quick.
Lord spotted. Take him
Is
down, boys.
this- He's out of ammo. Does he keep shooting?
Oh, we can
My
sort of
circle!
flip through each other. It's fine.
Look right here.
Doesn't seem to be shooting anymore.
Charge bonus of
Yeah, I think running out of ammo
Oh
on
god,
the
there's so much meat in my
side guns
tires.
does
Imagine they're just like whacking the side of the
run out of
boat
ammo
with
for
their
the
sword.
for everything.
Wanna see your tires, mate?
Get out here and fight me.
They're doing a little bit of damage to our wheels, Captain.
Yeah, my One of my ships isn't using any guns anymore.
Nelson is currently getting his arm cut off and his eye poked out.
Jeez, those cannons do some work.
Canonical Admiral Nelson.
Oh no. Muck's right.
Oh no, Muck's right.
We might actually lose though. I mean.
I don't think we have the ammo.
Don't need ammo.
No,
You got.
don't let them kill my lord, and he can keep restocking. I just reloaded the one that was out. So, protect the admiral. He's got the bags of ammo.
Hit that man!
Why does the admiral have the bags of ammo?
We gotta get more value on the
Keyword him.
swabs. Hold your fire. Wait until you see the whites of their eyes.
Or they're wearing helmets.
I don't think that's their eyes.
Friggin'
Less charging, more shooting.
he just
Bonus.
gets so much done. Now, against range units, obviously the boats suffer pretty significantly because they don't get the advantage of their animation being wacky, and they don't necessarily have a lot of armor
I'm
or.
zooming in and just watching this one marauder
or
holding
hit
his
points.
shield up like it's going to help as the
I mean,
thing runs
10k.
over him.
I guess 10k is a pretty good amount of hit points still.
Sir, the captain's dead. This is Ensign Bob. Just run out of ammo.
Come back to the admiral instead of leaving him to die, and he can
Come
reload
in,
you.
sir. I'm on the way.
Only we had an admiral.
Just like a single volley of guns
He's
though would rip
literally
through really
right
quick.
here. What are you talking about?
No, he's basically dead.
He's basically dead.
He's full health.
Basically.
It was so tragic that we lost him.
What was
Sir,
his
we've
name
run
again?
out of lives. We've got scurvy.
We're trying to
He
reload
just
you,
yelled
and you're too far
straight.
away.
I'm coming.
No.
I'm coming.
Well, now he's dead.
Oh shit.
Oh, he actually broke.
God damn it, Admiral.
Chicken shit.
What a coward.
Maybe you
He
should
just-
have your own land ship, you stupid bitch. Sir.
I can't even understand the words coming out of Optimus' mouth. It's
He
just
just-
like me at this point.
He just ran away with all the ammo. His morale broke. That's why I was saying, come back and protect him, you scum.
We couldn't protect. We got no bullets.
Where did all this blood come from?
Just come back, it'll give you ammo.
He just like
Not
suddenly
infinitely, though.
squirted
Oh, yeah, I
a
knew
ton
we
of
could get
blood.
more
What the
ammo.
heck?
Why wouldn't you put Did we run out of horses in the Empire, sir?
The heck?
Grenade launchers.
He's Navy. He doesn't believe in horses.
Land ships with grenade launchers, new ROR.
I put forth a movement that we do times 4 speed.
Only
I'm gonna take the lords out.
Sir.
I put forth the movement that you guys stop throwing and just come back to the Lord so I can give you ammo. Oh wait, you already let him die? Never
I made
mind.
many passes by the Lord.
No,
That
was
lord
a
didn't get
lie.
shit about you.
Yeah.
What is
That
that?
was
That was a lie. You were never in reach for me to give you ammo.
You made passes
You
at
did.
the
I was the
lord.
first ship you gave ammo.
Hey, sailor.
The one and only time I give you ammo is because I ran
Well,
to
I mean, if your
you.
story changed once, I think your story's gonna change again.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
The
The
Marauders
guy with-
might actually
tell
win
that to the
this.
guy with the 3 full
Freaking
bags of
2
ammo
full
desperately
stacks
chasing
of
you as you
Marauders.
sail the other way.
Yeah. Potentially beat
gas.
six
You
boats.
should have gotten on the boat, Admiral.
Yes, the chaos will infest their ranks.
Still not guaranteed though.
No,
You know,
that
it
one
says these
exploded.
Man,
things
I
have a
sure am
melee
gonna
attack.
miss
I don't think they
what's his
actually
face.
do, unless you are just
They
running
run
over
things over. That's their melee attack.
Yeah,
Is
don't stand
big.
still.
They have
I
an
want
impact.
to see them just like go forward and backward and just like
Charge
bump into
bonus.
things.
They have an impact attack, so you just like hold Alt right click, and it will run them over and do impact damage. And then once it does that, you just
Back
regular
here,
click
wet
out
and
the other
ready.
side.
Bonk.
Wait,
But
alt
that
right
one's gonna
click.
die. Yeah, so if you have a hybrid unit that can do ranged or melee, you hold Alt to tell it to default to melee. That's how you make units like this charge.
So like if I've got a Stegodon and it still has ammo and I alt right click,
Oh,
it'll
no,
do
I
a
made
charge.
Yeah, it'll charge instead of shooting.
Guys, this Bob is too thick.
Squish!
Wait, the ship
you
does
just
so much
killed-
damage when it
You
dies.
just you just killed like half his army by exploding.
Oh my god.
Ramming
Shit.
speed. Right into the middle
Their
of
new strategy, everyone explode!
right into the
Abort!
middle
Abort!
of
Abort! Get out of there,
I
boys!
saw this strategy in Nippon.
Sir, the Admiral had the idea all along. Run in and die.
Brilliant.
You guys go first, I'll watch you.
I don't think he really did a very good job of dying.
Boom.
Boom! That was entirely intentional.
Sir, I ate
Well.
something down below and now I'm becoming a bloated corpse.
Quick! Run to the
join the
Admiral's
Vampire
corpse
Coast.
and pick up the 3 bags of ammo that he still had.
Fuck.
Dang it, this guy is too fast. I'm trying to run over that Hero Lord thing.
Help. Help.
Oh, stop!
Dude, look
I'm
three.
Run boat, hit the brakes, we'll crush him.
Wait, you're breaking his morale. You're breaking his morale. You almost got him.
I'm getting
I'm trying to
rams
speed
here.
up.
Oh,
Full
his
power,
name
ram him into the
Rams?
other boat.
yep.
Ram him into me.
You gotta turn on the steam.
Here it goes.
Back.
Bah!
Freaking like
His morale, it's so low.
Run away. Wait, we've got.
there we go. There's a hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
this tree's gonna
okay,
fuck me
so-
up, but do it.
Freaking 2 full stacks of Marauders.
I love
beat
the epic
boats.
music.
The Chaos Warriors don't take any damage from the
Oh
impact.
no, I appear to be stuck in a very thick blob
Don't
of
forget to RP your
enemies.
death. Don't forget to
Oh, I died.
I will fear no. I will make my snack.
They died doing what they loved.
I will hold my
Getting
post.
Loading.
Being rammed.
Getting rammed and then exploding.
You know, if you think about it, everyone is exploding here. Both sides.
This was a really good strategy until the bullets ran out.
I think many a general may have said that.
Eventually.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't help
honestly,
that,
that has probably been said many times in real life too. Mental note to self: bring an engineer hero and an engineer lord next time, and make sure they're on horses.
There you go. Or in steam tanks.
Was the life mage on foot too?
No, the life mage was on a horse because he was level 14, but the engineer lord was only level 3, so he couldn't get a mount.
Gotta make sure I do as much damage as possible. So
I think we can go ahead and wrap this up.
Alright, super speed.
one
Super speed.
boat.
It's super speed.
I think there's no need to drag this out.
I think we have already dragged this out.
Why am I not exploding yet? There we go.
Oh,
There
it
is.
stopped the explosion.
Man, I got
What
cut.
every shipmate loves to hear their captains say, why are we not exploding yet?
Dang it, crew.
Look at those kills. 631. That was mine, by the way.
Yeah,
No,
freaking
it was
damage
definitely
is
mine.
That was
Wild.
mine.
Find
Yeah,
out.
you were just
whining.
whining and dining.
Freaking boats.
My.
How did I get multiple kills?
The
How do we
admiral
find
dealt,
out?
admiral dealt 0 damage.
I think Rita got the least kills.
We had like 9 units.
I just said that you had 140 guys deployed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Can I
that's
take
not
out individual
weird, too.
handgunners? Like,
Maybe it's counting each individual rifleman on the deck of the ship as a unit.
6 divided by 148 minus 2. There you go. That's how many crew.
15 losses.
Yeah, he
50
killed 23
losses to
guys,
3,300. Good ratio.
He killed some of his own marauders.
yeah, I really got ratio
Like,
here.
F this crap. I'm killing my own guys.
L plus ratio
Sparta.
plus you fell off.
Fell off a land ship.
One of these days, the Admiral will learn to ride on the land ship. Until that day, we lose to Marauders.
Yeah, the
The
Admiral
Lord
has
and
steam
Hero
tank
live.
here, I
Do they
think.
get 82 level ups now?
40k, 40k,
Because each line ship
39k,
was 23.
37k,
Who did
54k.
it the best? It was
43.
We only
40K.
killed 1 stack of Marauders. That's kind of painful to see.
probably- The rest will regen. They're fine.
Back.
You know,
They
I
just
bet
get
you I
run
could-
over by a boat 14 times, and we're just like, yeah, you'll be fine.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I could hire a new stack of boats before those Marauders will be full health.
Oh my god.
Classic.
All right.
Push.
Was that the finale?
Unless anyone has an army sitting around they really want to put to the test. I know Muck's both of his have already fought. Pretty much all of mine has. I think I'm good. I didn't really ever have Karl Franz fight. I confederated him and he didn't get to do anything. But I am satisfied. I got to use my
One
toy
to drown water, the
soldiers.
other drown in men, right?
What's up?
John Cena takes out the Undertaker.
No. I named my fire belly Undertaker.
Oh, I gave you some
His
gifts
name
though.
is Herdwig Van Halbe.
Study.
Oh, he failed.
Oh
He's
gosh.
only failed the entire
Oh
campaign.
gosh.
His only failure on assassination of the entire campaign. He couldn't get John Cena. He couldn't see him.
You can't see me.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Praise Sigma.
Guess
Thank you all
it's-
for playing. I know it
guess
didn't
it's
end
over.
up. It didn't end up playing out exactly how I envisioned, but I'm glad we got to use our armies rather than just have it fizzle out and die. I think this was I think this was a better alternative. Appreciate you all joining me. This whole thing from the get-go was kind of experimental anyway, with the whole other people picking your factions, and what we've learned
There's
is
some good
you
battles
can
there.
really
Yeah,
screw some people by doing.
I mean, I think we knew from the beginning because like the goal was to give someone else the screwiest option, but I think we just didn't understand the severity.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the other team put a lot more thought and effort into screwing us because we just gave them weak factions. They gave us factions that literally cannot work together or ally together at all. So that was not
And
something
fought
I
over
really...
land.
Yeah, that wasn't something I really expected. I was just like, here, just take this low tier faction and good luck. As opposed to like giving us factions that mechanically cannot ally, which I think adversely affected Muck more than anybody else in the lobby because it meant he was kind of sitting there alone, twiddling thumbs in the dark for half the campaign. Anyway, I don't know if I'll ever be able to bait Muck into one of these campaigns again, but next time you can pick your own faction. That'll be the deal, is next time you can actually, play something you want to
Yes,
play.
give him Nakai.
Give him the.
All right,
I think you like Nakai more than I do, Moses.
GG's, guys.
GG.
Yeah,
In
GG's.
this style of campaign, Nakai is really freaking good. Because you don't have to worry about that global recruit stuff. Nakai just walks over and does it himself,
Yeah.
True.
Alrighty. Thank you for participating in the first ever Crepstravaganza. I don't know if there'll ever be another one.
The first and last
It was-
extravaganza.
Definitely a thing.
It definitely,
Well-
definitely makes it, I definitely will never be picking Tomb Kings. That's for sure.
So the brainiacs in my Warhammer section of my Discord
Well, that's his name,
have
yeah.
been feeding me ideas for more campaigns in the future, and the next one is probably going to be gladiator themed.
Hell yeah.
In the sense that the audience votes. So whoever makes the most exciting armies and fights the most exciting battles will accrue
One
points
major
based
faction
on
between
audience
you
vote.
and the other player.
I got to figure out a way so that it's not slanted heavily in the favor of the biggest streamer, because reasons. Like if it's down to audience vote, that tends to favor whoever has.
Yeah, I need to give y'all a chance.
Yeah, Muck would just dominate everything. So
Freaking-
I got to figure out how to balance it against making everybody's.
Easy.
I got to figure a way to make it balanced against the number of voices voting. But I do like the idea that if you run around and avoid combat the whole time, then you just get no points because
Right,
no one
yeah.
will vote for you. So it would force people to do something exciting or aggressive and make plays.
Every audience should get 2 votes like senators.
And maybe I don't know. I'll have
And they have to
think
argue
through a
over
rule
it.
set in some way that enables this to work. But it'll be a little while. I'm going to take a week or 2 off of Warhammer. This game's fried my brain for the time being. Thank you all again. I'll catch you all
Fairlight,
later.
my
Yeah,
chat
thanks for
is
the invite.
pointing out some weird yet true facts that
What's
because
up?
of World of Warcraft releasing Plunderstorm, my chat watched boats run over Marauders tonight. There is a cause and effect there.
It's true. It all comes full circle back to the pirates and the marauders. Like,
You let chat pick the lords. Know which lords will be
Thank
played,
you
and I
for
guarantee nobody wants
inviting me
that.
to the
Yeah,
game.
right.
Although it was a weird one.
You voting
learned a
yourself
lot.
raises, right?
indeed. And this
Like
was
how to alt click.
I know you might not believe me, but I will stress that this was not the typical experience. It's usually we get through the setup phase, like the first 50 turns, tend to go a lot faster and with a lot less disagreements. I think that was just a side effect of the having your faction foisted upon you. Normally, it's a lot quicker to actually just get to the fighting and a lot less arguing. But lessons learned.
I have to say one thing I did like about this campaign. I saw a lot more RPing. I think that's good. I think more RPing is good.
I RP'd heavily in the first couple campaigns, and I got destroyed by tryhards. So
I mean, you can just RP in voice.
All right, no more role playing.
RP card.
I need
gotta min-max everything.
I need some pre-battle speeches, okay?
Bonus points for the Gladiator campaign then. All right, I'll catch y'all later.
GG.
GG's later. I feel like here getting rolled by tryhards. Are taking a shot at me right now, Ultima. Is that what I mean, to be fair, the Ulthuan Bull, I don't feel like he was like RPing like ridiculously hard. He just didn't know how how Elspeth worked, really, because she was like brand freaking new. I feel like he brought some pretty decent armies to the fights in that first campaign. You're taking shots at your attempt. I feel like everybody in these campaigns have at least been mostly, you know, with the stated goals of what you're supposed to do. A lot of people aren't like just suiciding. It's kind of like Twilight Imperium. I don't know if you guys play Twilight Imperium, but you can just like torpedo somebody. Like, I'm gonna go all out on this guy and just completely screw his game up. But then you screw your game up as well because you just screwed the other guy's game up. So yeah, you can take somebody out, but like usually games of like Twilight Imperium you're going to like only attack somebody when it's like really beneficial, or you can convince somebody else that it's a good idea for you to do this, so you can at least like get some alliances out of it and stuff. So no issue, try harder, people's skill levels are similar. Some of it depends on the stated goals of the campaign, though, as well, right? Try and think of a way to run a campaign where you actually fight other players on the map, but I don't see it happening in any way that's fair, balanced, and fun. I think there's going to be a lot of feel bad moments and rules bending if people want to win. Well, try harding or whatever, but the only other option is to make bad choices, just not to win, and then why even play PvP? Having a 3v3 does limit the torpedo somewhat. A little bit, yeah. Though, if one faction still goes after another faction, then I guess it's a 2v2 at that point, and the other two, and those guys that torpedoed each other just kind of get to watch. Goal is for big fights in the turn limit, then just build up and go for the spot and fight. Yeah. I mean, I feel like most people were not... Like, I don't really think, like, people had a problem with the Ulthuan fight itself. People seem to be, like, okay with that, right? It was just that Mukluk was going to be completely removed from the campaign, and he was the new guy, right? So people bent over backwards to try to make sure that he was able to keep playing, essentially, right? Whereas if he was a veteran player and not like the first campaign he'd ever done, I feel like that fight would keep going, and like both Nakai and Mukluk and Fairlight would probably be severely hindered going into the zone. I don't know, there's only so much you can do, Como. You can't just like transport knowledge into somebody's head. There is a lot of this game that's literally just like feeling out what units can do against each other and like what you're capable of doing in any amount of time, right? I can tell you all day long like specifics, but until you actually like play enough turns, you're not really gonna know until you're there, essentially, right? So I imagine he probably learned a bunch of things from this campaign. That was in my capital turn 20. Yeah. Dwarves are freaking wild, man. Dwarves went from being, like, one of the kind of factions to being, like, ridiculous with the new patches. But I guess that's fine. Whatever. I would like to try to figure out what the heck is going on with my gosh dang okay, well that is so I mean that that does it okay, but I have like 2 black bars on each side of the screen. Yeah, so, but for me, there's 2 big black bars on either side of the screen. It works for you guys, but it does not look good on my side. Then this, like, throws you guys into, like, a corner or whatever, essentially, right? You guys can only see, like, a... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. It is cut off. Okay. Like options or whatever. Let's see here. Where is Warhammer? There's Warhammer 3. Okay, I think I can do this. There we go. Haha. We did it. Okay, I just had to, like, go to the extra... Because I have, like, scenes nested, essentially. So I needed to go, like, to it specifically and change it. So, yeah. What does this look like for benchmark, though? Mirror Amanda's benchmark with these settings. I don't know if it was their strat to hit Mitch's mainland, which sparked off the retaliation. A lot of the arguing initially came from, like, really some, kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, I guess, or what could be viewed as unsportsmanlike conduct in Ulthuan. But there's definitely some stuff that other people could have done as well to help mitigate that. Like, it wasn't entirely Mitch's fault. For sure. First game that you're running when simultaneous turns, so I don't think there's anything on the map ever going to be balanced. You can avoid some feels bad things we have for it. Just means someone becomes stronger and that's that. Right, yeah. And the simultaneous turn is really good for time, but the game wasn't, like, built around simultaneous turns, right? So there's a lot of mechanics that just are pretty dumb. There's a lot of mechanics that are pretty dumb when you put it into simultaneous turns, right? Average 55 FPS in that. That's pretty good. On 1440. So I'm running 1440p, and that was at 55 FPS. Freaking tight! Tight! Nice. I like it. Okay. Now, if only I could have, like, figured this out before the end of the campaign, so you guys could have, like, had a little bit better viewing experience, but still. Time for Morrowind. I have not reinstalled Morrowind stuff yet. I've not tried to get the mods in. I was up for, like, 24 hours. I was up for, like, maybe over 24 hours setting everything up. Just to make sure that I could be live at this time today to finish this. The fact that the only thing that went wrong was my cursor was slightly to the, like, 4 o'clock. I think that's a pretty big win. And it was actually a pretty easy fix. I just didn't know how to do it, and I didn't want to keep people waiting. Need to run a gladiator-style arena like Sabertonia where people fight the armies, but put you in some simulated randomized turn order and start the campaign. That would be interesting. That'd be freaking wild. It would still take forever, though. That's the problem. Turns are rough in these games because whoever gets to jump to do things will be viewed in bad manners, I guess, in high-stakes turns. Yeah, exactly. It's like there's no way to make somebody feel good about not getting to do what they wanted to do before somebody else just clicks the button faster and the game is like, okay, let's go. Also, I feel like if we're going to do... Anytime we're going to do simultaneous, we should use Hamachi or whatever. Anytime you run a simultaneous campaign, you should probably use Hamachi. Because my understanding is that smooths the experience out a lot more, which does help with the... with like the game like lagging for certain people and stuff like that. But still, you could get like a billion pop-ups in the beginning of your turn. The person clicks, they didn't get the pop-ups, and you just lose, right? Like what happened to Mitch over in Hamachi does dump shit all over your PC though. But it is pretty much like the only way to get like a third party. Like what Hamachi is able to do is connect everybody to a dedicated server as opposed to a freaking local box being the host, right? Or if there's some other system, if it's not Hamachi, maybe there's some other system that you can like force it to dedicate or force it to link to a dedicated server. Also, there's a lot of times in those programs that dump stuff over your computer that if you actually, like, go to the custom install, you can, like, just not install all that random crap. Is it a VPN with OK said it worked perfectly? Yeah, I suppose the VPN thing, too, because that does, like... The VPN, like, connects you to an extra server or whatever. But, I mean, if you're only playing with one other person, then that still doesn't really mean anything. Like, I've played so many campaigns with Bebop, and it doesn't matter. It's like when you get 6 to 8 people is when it matters. Right? Like, one other person doesn't make a difference. So, like, there's no reason to VPN for that. Like, at all. Unless, like, the only person that can host is using a computer from the 70s or something, right? In which case, you probably can't run the game, period, to begin with. So, yeah. Co-op is the only thing I have taste for anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, simultaneous turns are not balanced in any way, shape, or form. One of the issues outside of it taking forever with the not simultaneous turns, though, is turn order, right? Like, there's different advantages and disadvantages to turn order. When you're actually taking turns. Stop attacking my Atari dedicated server. Hey, okay, man. Jeez. I like Domination or the PvP experience Warhammer 3. Yeah, Domination seems alright. It gives you like another goal or whatever. Domination is control points, but both sides are trying to take control points in the middle. It's like a tug-of-war mode, essentially. You build your armies, and then you can, like, bring reinforcements on. So, like, the first army you put on the field is not, like, the last units you're putting on the field. So you can, like, you build your army, and then what goes first, what your reinforcements are, and then you try to take the control points for the most amount of time in the middle. So it's definitely an interesting game type, and has some, like, extra, like, meta stuff to figure out outside of combat as well. What they need to do is bring back Avatar mode. Gosh, dang it. Final turn's no way balanced. I don't see a way to balance it without enforcing turn order, and even then the game is just inherently pretty unbalanced. Yeah, even with turn order enforced. Avatar mode from Shogun 2. Yeah. Avatar mode was the coolest freaking multiplayer I've ever played for any Total War game. And it was in one game, and they just never did anything with it. I think the most fair way to do a campaign is do 2v2 or 3v3, then have the enemy team select a faction, the player gets to select the lord of that faction. However, if someone picks Dark Elves, they pick a Lokir, I stops people from picking the lords in the surrounding 2 or 3 province areas. So whoever is like touching land or like almost touching land with whoever you pick, nobody else can pick around that. That's kind of a weird. That's kind of interesting. So you can kind of like block people away from certain factions and stuff. Again, though, like I said, like there's no faction in this game that I feel like is actually like objectively terrible. There's no Skarsnik. In Warhammer 3. No, Crooked Moon is good now. Because they're part of the Greenskins, and the Greenskins are just like one of the most busted factions in the entire game, both in like head-to-head and in like just regular campaign. Yeah, Crooked Moon is really good now. Like, you don't play Crooked Moon because you want to have a hard campaign anymore, because they're just objectively crazily good. Because the Greenskin faction is nuts. Everyone has something to leverage. Exactly. I would say probably Tomb Kings are the worst faction in the type of game that we were set up to play here. And even that, we were reaching the end there, and you could see the freaking armies cranking out, right? High mid-tier army, high mid-tier army, high mid-tier army. Katep is still pretty poopy, I would say, but he's still way better than he used to be. Yeah. Freaking Katep. Like I said, he's better. He is better now, but he's still probably the worst. If you were to take literally everybody, I would say Katep is probably still, like, the worst. Like, no matter what kind of campaign you're running. Unless it's take Katep's home province, win the game campaign. In which case, sure, then he's great. What a day you've had there, Winklebot. How's it going? And a lot of people would say Aranessa is terrible, but I don't think Aranessa is bad in this kind of campaign that we're playing. Because of shipbuilding. You're literally getting shipbuilding is what you're getting with Aranessa, because the rest of her stuff is terrible, but like in a campaign like this, shipbuilding is so strong. How'd the fights go? Pretty well, actually. And proof of concept, my high mid-tier army was able to poop all over Bomb Just's high-tier ogre army, which is what I expected. I was expecting my guys that I can build in like 1 or 2 turns to be able to poop all over it for free, be able to poop all over his high-tier armies, and they can. So the whole like, oh, I can't believe you gave Bomb Just ogres thing is like, eh. Not even the best units of the Tomb Kings can crap on the ogres, like, highest tier guys. So, and my guys are free and his are not. If he wants to global recruit, it costs like 6,000 gold a freaking unit, right? Yeah, one of the fights, like, my army basically, I didn't even use all my units. I sent some of my units over to help fight the other side of the battle as well, but my my Tomb Guard, Sepulchral Stalker army, I had one Regiment of Renown Necro Sphinx, I guess. But if it had been another Sepulchral Stalker, I think it probably still would have been fine. Was able to basically just wreck ogre units left, right, and center. Abracos is okay. Our units mixed with another faction armies would work well together, in my opinion. Yeah. And the problem with ogres, too, like I was stating when he was fighting the Lizardmen armies, is once you encounter an army that beats your high-tier stuff, you go, oh, what do? I have no options because I'm literally a one-dimensional faction that if I can't right-click and just kill everything, I just can't win the game anymore, right? Yeah, the extra cannon effects, too, in the sea shanties. This goes to show multiplayer battle logic doesn't always hold well in campaign. You have to use campaign logic and not what is good in multiplayer battles. So many buffs to campaign, even red line skills make a huge difference. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens with Ogre DLC. Now, to be fair, I also like, if it was a 1v1, I feel like 100% I would have come out on top, but my army basically would be completely gone, right? But obviously, also my army is free. And those are just, like, not even, like, great units that I can build in, like, 1 or 2 turns. So. Ogre and Orcs? I don't remember, actually. I remember seeing it at some point, but I forgot what it was. The Orcs don't need more help. The Orcs are, like, the best faction in the game right now. Both multiplayer and single player. The 3v3 has a major wrench in the calculation as well. Yeah, we still almost won that fight. Like, it's the fact that there were, like, a giant army of lizardmen that I had to deal with as well, right? To deal with the ogres and the lizardmen. Orcs don't need anything? No, they don't. Like, you add anything to the ogre, or to the orcs, and they just, like, they're already crazy. They're already freaking busto. Ogres, greenskins, and something else I forgot. Okay. Like, ogres can definitely use it, for sure. Like I said, they're completely one-dimensional. The minute you run into something that beats you, you just have to get more stuff, essentially. It's your only option is, like, build more stuff. There's no working your way out of the situation. It's just like, I need more ogres. That's the only answer you have at the moment. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Was it corn? Maybe? I know Corn got the doggo, but I'm not sure about anything else. There was the idea of not accounting for all scenarios when making the rules for the campaign, but there really needs to be clear guidelines running these events. It was really fun to watch to a point. Well, yeah, I mean, when everything was working properly and people weren't, like, having giant arguments, it was great fun. But the minute it got bogged down in hold on a second, let me pull out paragraph 5 or whatever. Oh, wait. Paragraph 6 references, or paragraph 5 references paragraph 6. Paragraph 6 does not exist. You know, sort of problems. Then we have a problem. Just, like, try to mitigate people's frustrations. Corn, ogres, and greenskins. Okay, so basically, like, all the run-at-you factions. Fair enough. You just need a court reporter for your law and order episodes. I mean, having, like, an actual, like, referee who just has no investment in anything is an option, but then that referee has to, like, spend all this time just, like, making calls and being, like, willing to be like, no, you shut up, you listen to what I said, you know, sort of attitude, right? Which is also a little bit grating after a while. And then everybody gets to be like, that ref was biased, you know, just like in traditional sports. So you also have to be ready to be the biggest bad guy for one. Whatever side loses, you are one of the major causes of them losing, right? It's guaranteed. If you're like the guy refereeing. Meat, yes, thank you. The more of these events are, the better the calibration will be. Yeah, and so I've done lots of tabletop gaming, lots of miniature gaming, lots of like board gaming, lots like, and when you just get a whole bunch of people together that don't think the same way, you're going to have conflict. It's just because one person is going to be like, this game, if I lose, they're going to kill my family. You know, like that's the attitude like they're always going to walk into the game with, right? No matter what, no matter what anybody says about how the game, like how casual the game is or anything like that, that is the attitude they're going to have, right? And they're just going to, take every single like little thing and use it to its utmost. And that's fine in certain situations, unless everybody else at the table is agreeing that they just want to have like a freaking throw dice sort of like beer and pretzels experience, right? Let's all get drunk and like throw some dice around and who cares, right? So it really depends on like what the stated goals are. And I've definitely had plenty of tabletop experiences where it's just been like, all right, it's been a half hour. People are throwing things at each other. You know. Five points of someone has left a spoon in my sink. Like, people are quite literally ready to throw down physically. For sure, that's why you need meta rules, and some folks will really throw fists over games of toy soldiers. The idea of 4+, the unclear rule goes in your favor. The worst outcome for all is best. So many ways, like the best rule to have is what to do when rules are unclear. Yeah, so there's a rule with this campaign as well, which is called rule number 9, which was like, if what you're doing feels like would not be intended by the developers, don't do it.
Is it really that time again?
Hey,
it seems as if you only just arrived.
Thank you for the 17 months. That's very, very kind of you. Appreciate you guys. Also, chat, I just want to point out before I keep ranting here, 47. This is the highest this number's been in a long time. Thank you guys so much. Inquisition is a lot of this, obviously, but still. All you guys, I appreciate you. This has been the best month of Twitch streaming I've had in like 2 freaking years or something. So. At least, like, subs and viewers and just all around. Good times. Good vibes. I mean, we've had some issues with this campaign, but overall, you guys have been great, so. What do you need body armor is needed for tabletop play?
My love for you is
Hey.
like a truck berserker.
My love for you is like a berserker. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever the heck you are, for gifting a sub to Ultima. Appreciate you, Anon. But yeah, there was a rule in this campaign as well that was like, yo dog, if it seems stupid, don't do it, right? But again, that's up to interpretation, right? Depending on how your brain works, what is like entirely fair game is like completely different. My brother-in-law is very much like, or thinks very much like Mitch does in games, right? And again, that's not inherently bad. Like that could be very good depending on what kind of game you're playing and what kind of the situation you're in, right? Like that could be a very good quality to have. But he also drives people crazy on the game table because of that, right? Though the big advantage to players like my brother-in-law and like Mitch is you could do whatever you could dream up, and they would probably like not get mad, right?
When you have to shoot,
oh my gosh! Holy crap! Holy crap! Inquest. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? That's like $100 in subs you've given in like 3 days or 4 days or something like that. You freaking madman. Jeez Louise. All right, Dark Viper, Easy Beans, Glacial Frost, Power Punker, and Unholy Cookie. Congratulations on the subs given to you by Inquisition. Thank you, Inquisition. 53 now. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Freaking Boston out here. Holy crap. But yeah, like I said, I think you could probably do anything that you could think of in the rule set to Mitch, and he'd probably just be like, okay, cool. Like, I don't think he'd get mad, because he's that kind of personality. It's like, his personality just sees the rules as like, okay, this is the way they are. We're going to use them to the best of our possible ability, and it doesn't matter. If the opponent does that too, awesome. Right? But you have to have that kind of personality, because if you don't have that kind of personality, then people will get frustrated, right? We just gigafied an emote. Oh. Particles with the giant oolas. Gigafy. Thank you for the 100 bits, Particles, with your gigafication of oolas. I'm probably how you describe your brother-in-law. I think you probably are, Como. From what you have said throughout the course of games, you probably think that way too, right? Where it's like whatever your opponent does, it's just like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. But you're gonna send it right back at them, like. Those kind of personalities make really good rules testers. Because if you think that you've written a rule that isn't going to be abused, people like, sounds like Como, my brother-in-law, and Mitch, like, you give them that rule set, they will break it. You'll be like, oh, okay, here's what I need to fix. or be like, okay, that's fine. You know, that's what I intended, or it's close enough to what I intended. I don't need to fix it. You know. Power Punker, what a name. Man. Projectile vomiting like no one else. Or Power Puker, sorry. I put an N in there for some reason. Suggestions, I try to DM that way as long as it isn't absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's the benefit of having a consistent play group. You learn how people play games, you expect, and what to expect from certain players. That's why I will always push for playing at LGS and staying with a specific group of people. Yeah. Like, there are people that I play board games with where their personality drives me freaking batty, but I know what to expect from them because they play that way, and, you know, it's fine. Like, I know how they play. I know what they're going to... I know how they're going to look at things and how they're going to look at situations and stuff, so we can actually, like, have a good, productive conversation because I understand, like, how they think, right? So I can, like, get in their shoes and be like, oh, okay, I see. You're looking at it from this way. I understand. Okay, let's try to come to some kind of middle ground, you know? But that... If it's the first time you've met somebody, it's hard to have that kind of, like, give and take, right? Every 2 times we have noticed 4X games. When I play PvP now, I just drink and try to have fun. If I'm not 5-siders, I'm just playing on. I ain't playing. Like finding loopholes and rules, I just don't like to take advantage of them because I realize how a-hole it can be. That a lot of the times, that's what I end up doing, is I'll find a loophole in a rule, and then I'll be like, then I will go to the person that is running the game and be like, yo, is this intentional? I'm not going to do it until you tell me if I'm allowed to do it, right? And if you say no, then I'll be like, okay, I won't do it, right? But I like to bring up things to whoever is running the game. Be like, hey, so this breaks things. Can I do this? Right? And if they say yes, it's like, okay, cool. Also, apparently there was a hype train. So, thank you. Once again, freaking Inquisition is once again the conductor of the hype train. It's like, again, that's like 3 hype trains as well in the last week. Not very much rules is fun and intended until someone has to win so hard that they ruin it for everybody else. They weaponize my autism and learn the game to beat that person. I learned the game to beat that person to a pulp. Yeah, I do have the blessing and curse of hyperfixation as well. So it's like, if I freaking put my mind into something, it's just like, I will breathe this. You are not prepared. Right. A lot of times I'm pretty chill, though. Yeah, but RGs, if you have anyone like that, it's best to ask them to use a weaker build so they can play the best of their abilities, but the weaker build means that they can still be in line with the others who aren't. Yeah, that is an option, right? And then if they lose, they always have the, like, oh, I was playing a weaker faction anyways, you know, excuse. So it kind of gives them an out also, so that in case their ego might get bruised or something from not being able to play to, like, the fullest extent of their capability, right? I will never not turn my Predator cannon into the ruin for the cover save and then shooting from the side hull. You can't stop me. It's not so try-hard rule time. I'll stop pressing the gas pedal while the other side's of fun. Yeah. Like I've always said, though, if you're in a tournament and money is on the line, you play as hard as you possibly can without cheating. Like, don't cheat or exploit, right? But if you're playing an actual tournament where there's money, I don't care, right? Play your freaking brains out. But if you're not playing a tournament where there's money on the line, right? I just feel like a lot of people haven't actually, like, competed for, like, actual real-world things, right? So they don't even know what that feels like. So everything feels like a tournament to them, right? Just a regular game feels like a tournament. It's like, no, actually go out and compete and try to do things where you actually are, like, winning real physical things, right? And you have to, like, put that try-hard mode on. Then everything else kind of feels a little bit more like, do I really need to freaking be as crazy? Right? Because you know you have, like, an outlet where you can, like, freaking focus all of your, like, insane nitpicking into, and then there's, like, a real-world benefit to it as well, potentially. Chain fists. On a side note, I'm about to hit 60 hours in Mechabellum 4. For all MMR, it's almost 1,100, and so is about to 700. Nice, guys, dude, nice. Good stuff. You missed by other restaurant correct personalities unless I'm deaf. I may have. There's one that lived by I don't want this done to me, so I shouldn't do it to them. And then there's I shall play within the rules to the best of my ability and expect nothing less and no mercy for my opponents. Yeah, those are the 2 major types. Yeah, you're correct. There's obviously there's a little bit of wiggle room in between on those types also, but you know. If it's a tournament, I want at least one person accusing me of cheating or I'm not trying. Basically, yeah. Don't actually be cheating, but if you got somebody so angry that because of what you're doing to them that they're starting to yell at you for cheating, then you know you've done your job right in a tournament setting, right? If the environment is defined as competitive, go like a mofo. Yeah, exactly. Really good advice. Having a baseline of what actual competition is a major boon to understanding how to have fun in a casual setting. Yeah, Winklebot. It's so crazy. Like, I've done so much competition at this point, like both physical competition and like video game competition and stuff like that. Like, it's really helped broaden how I think about all of this stuff, and it's really, like, melded me out in a lot of ways, right? Like, 20-year-old me, like, got so angry at so many stupid things because I didn't really know what was actually like worth getting upset about, right? But now, because I've done so much competition over the last, like, even, actually, I would say, like, 20 years, of, like, a broad category of competitions, right? That is just like, oh, okay. All right, yeah, I'm not winning $1,000. I'm not winning $10,000. I'm not even getting a soda out of this. It's like, if the other guy wins because the ref ruled something against me or something like that, doesn't mean I don't get frustrated. I'm not like some saint or something, right? But it does help contextualize everything significantly. Sucks, but it probably will be a whole before we get another one of these. Oh, it'll be a while. Yeah, for sure. At least a few weeks. And whatever the next one is, I'm probably not going to be in it, more than likely, just because I played one, like, super recently with this one, right? Mega League officers nulled me out when I reached my breaking point. I quit that game for good and never have been that angry since. Same, and you watched me do it. True. I think the most angry I've ever gotten is you're a Brood War and Counter-Strike. It days. Well, both those games can definitely bring it out. Because there's so many mechanics that you have to, like, master. And a lot of them are not, like, super obvious mechanics either, right? There's so much work that goes into those games. As competitive really young, you get used to losing, and you realize you may feel your best or really good. However, it's not about being the best. It's about who's better on the day. Yeah, that's a huge thing too. Like, you can be insanely good, or even considered to be the best at whatever you're doing. But on the day, the second best or third best person could beat you, right? Because you're just not on that day, right? Even though you're widely considered to be the best, right? Which is what, I guess it's what MMR systems and stuff like that are designed to, like, showcase. Something about MOBAs that are designed for you to be the biggest you can, like the jungler or whoever is down on their luck, and the game encourages you to kick them in a further grave, make sure they can't play. Well, yeah, I mean, that's competition for you, right? You don't want your opponent to have a chance. If you walk into the ring and your opponent is already dead before you get in there, that's the kind of environment you're trying to in a competitive setting, right? That's what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to destroy the enemy before you even have to do anything, essentially, right? Now, are you going to be able to accomplish that? Probably not. In most cases, because if you're competing against people that are on your level or close to your level, they're going to be mentally hardened and know most of the stuff you already know, right? So, that being said, there's a lot of mentally weak people in team games online, sure. Oh, somebody messaging me? Oh, okay, Winklebot messaged me. All right, I'll get into that later, Winkle. Listen to the Fairline podcast with Magnus Carlson. He has a very objective view on competition and stuff. It's cool to think the fear of losing versus the love of winning. Yeah, like, what drives you. A game where you can fall behind and become useless. Crumble, become useless. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of how I felt in Dota too. Is I used like my worst games were ones where I was underperforming, right? Like all my teammates and stuff like that, if they were underperforming, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh come on, can we please pull it together, right? But if it's a game where I'm underperforming, then I feel terrible because I know that I'm being the weakest link in the whole chain, right? I try to pull myself together and actually make a game out of it, right? But still, it's like those are the games that actually like affect my mental the most. Is like the ones where I personally am doing bad. Alright, chat. I like really rushed to get all this computer stuff together and so we could play the 3v3 battles out on time. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to cut the stream. I know it's like super freaking like it's only been 3 hours, but I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna get some food. I gotta pull my life together, and then we'll see what happens if I come back on later or not. If nothing else, I'll probably be on following like a 12-hour gap or something like that. 12-hour, 13 gap, whatever it is. But I might come back before then. I don't know. We'll see. You rush so we can do our first 40 hours of stream. Woot. Yeah, thanks, guys. Again, I appreciate all you guys coming through. Thank you so much. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on the channel and checking out, seeing if you like our vibe. It is awesome to have you along for the ride. And I hope you guys actually enjoyed getting to see the toy soldiers punch each other. I thought it was fun. Like, we literally lost every battle there, but like the toy soldiers punch each other. That was fun.
My love for you is
And another one. Another one. Anon, thank you for the gifted sub to Como. Up to 53. Woo. Nice. All right. But I appreciate you all. Inquis, you're a freaking madman. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the support. Thank you guys for the follows as well earlier on in the day. Yeah, like I said, I'll be back at some point. We'll get it figured out. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes on the horizon. All right, guys. Till next time. Stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next stream. Peace.